into our Empowered Mission TV family. We are super stoked about our next interviewee. Her name is Kayla Selestan, and she is the CEO and founder of Ebony Healing. She's an herbalist serving here locally and globally. And let's go ahead and give her an amazing hand clap of applause. Come on, you. Thank you so much, Kayla, for coming out today. We really appreciate it. I said earlier, I'm just super stoked about interviewing you. It's not just because you're my daughter. You really thought I was not going to say that. So, psych. So, I'm really so excited about interviewing you just because of the things that you've been doing and working with our African American community as it relates to health.
Absolutely.
I know you have been an herbalist for a long time. I know, I kind of age myself, but you've been an herbalist for a very long time, very gifted in being an herbalist. And so I do want to talk about that because, again, you've helped people with a healthier lifestyle, not just here in the community, not just in the United States, but globally. You have shipped products out for them to become healthier.
Yes.
So I want you to tell me, how did your journey start? How did you decide, you know what, I want to be an herbalist?
Well, it started because I was sick and I had a kidney disease. You remember when I was in the hospital for about 3-4 weeks, and they was pumping me with so much medication. It was making me feel so ill. And one of my friends brought to me a man by the name of Dr. Sabi, Alfredo Bauman. Okay. And from there, while I was in the hospital, I did a lot of research on him, reached out to him before he passed, before they killed him. And I just took holistic healing to a whole nother level, just, mimicking him, seeing how he touched different lives. He helped Michael Jackson, he helped Lisa Left Eye, Magic Johnson, just to name a few. And these are really serious ailments that these people, had, and he cured them. He actually went against the state court and won. And he had about 70 cases that he was able to bring to the courts. Wow. And prove that he cured these people using holistic healing. And that alone, struck me as something I wanted to follow, especially with my people and, what we're battling right now. We are as strong as our weakest link. And I believe as a melanated beings, African American beings, we have to cleanse within first before we can, change our system, change how the system is affecting us, because right now it's so much mucus in the body, so much clouded minds, what I do is strictly, solely, and passionately, changing that for us.
Strongly, strictly, discipline, right? And passionately changing that for us. Now, you said a few things. Now I gotta rewind a little bit because I want to talk about that whole thing. Because, when you hear mucus, you're like, Then you hear clouded minds, you're like, eek, and you hear Western medicine, and you're like, right? Because we think Western medicine is the way to go, don't we? It is not, right?
Right.
It's not.
It's not
and tell us, why is Western medicine, I'm going to throw something out there, hydrocodone, Advil, I'm going to throw it on out, metformin. I'm talking to somebody, triamterene. How do I know all that stuff? Come on, talk to us. Tell us, what does that Western medicine do to our, I believe you said, melanated?
Yeah, so I don't know if, a lot, schools never taught us about melanin. If you ever, going through school, you never heard about melanin or why am I black? We don't understand that melanin is a chemical energy collector. We're very strong beings. So anything melanin, takes in, it's
Okay.
like it uses it for energy,
Okay.
So medicine, chemicals in that medicine that they prescribe to us usually just suppresses the ailment. It does not cure the ailment. So basically they're giving you something to say, this will take care of it, but it's not going to cure it, They don't put that on, even in the commercials, they don't tell you it's going to cure the disease.
Oh,
it
yeah,
just
it sure does. Those
suppresses
commercials
it,
are
and they
something
have
else.
the little, may cause blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that's when the good music comes
yeah,
in.
when the good,
That smooth music comes in, y'all, right? When it's
Yes.
telling you all the bad stuff about that
Exactly.
medicine.
And it just suppresses the ailment, instead of curing it. And what I do is I basically take the body, first it's removing the toxins and the mucus from the body.
Okay.
Then it's providing a healthy environment or strengthening the immune system so that it can fight whatever the disease is. And then we want to remove the mucus, as the immune system is strengthened, then we are able to tackle what the ailment is.
Okay. And mucus comes from things like what food, what types of foods?
Our processed foods, GMOs, genetically modified foods, hybrid, fruits and vegetables, things made in a factory, all the Cheetos and Yellow 5, the dyes, all of that has some type of chemical bond or starch or fatty, even meat, processed meats,
like sandwich meat.
Yes,
Okay.
that is one of the worst things you can put in your body is processed meat.
As a melanated
being, as any kind of being,
Anything.
if you're not going, I always tell my customers, if you're not going out to slaughter your own meat, you shouldn't be eating it, because nowadays they're pumping it with so much stuff just to preserve it. That's not only, what they're feeding the animals and the stress that the animals are, undergoing.
like angry swine, right?
Yes.
Angry swine. That's real talk. Yeah, that's not just a cliche. That's right.
true.
It's angry because it knows it's about
And
being
you gotta
slaughtered.
think about it, when that animal is stressed, we're putting their stress in our body on top of the stress we go through.
Wow.
So yeah, it's
So that's why we can't sleep. That's
And
why
that's why the
sometimes we have
clouded
moods,
minds.
and that's the clouded minds. That's how we bring it together.
it's all the energy.
Wow.
thing. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, 28 minutes is just not enough to really talk to you about what you've done, what God has gifted you with, and you have passionately and strictly done, right? With a lot of obedience, I have to say, and a lot of structure with people, like you said, melanated and unmelanated, have you? All that, locally and globally, where you talk to them, right? You consult with them. So you're not just giving them a pill, a prescription, one size fits all.
I don't believe
What do you do?
that, I don't believe that they can give one pill and tell you this one pill is supposed to work for everyone across the board. It's just no way. So I take the time to understand what the customer is going through. I call them Ebonyers. I take time to understand what they're going through, the medicine they take, the age. All of that coincides in how I develop a healing tea, is what we call it.
Okay.
Which is all natural herbs formulated to their body. So whatever they're going through, I'm able to, put some herbs together and they feel better.
Wow. I am the high fiver over here. And, and so I do want to talk a little bit more about that, but we're going to talk a little bit more about that after the break, because I really think the viewers need to hear, what are your consultations like? I mean, and I'd like to also hear, and I'm sure they would too. Yeah, y'all say yeah. Who you've spoken to. Like, give us one person that you've spoken to, not necessarily their name, maybe their ailment, and how that conversation went. Tell us in a nutshell. And what were the results that they got after you supplied them with their customized detox healing tea to your Ebony? We'll be right back, y'all. We'll be back in a minute.
feeling good inside. Ask me why, it ain't no surprise. We got the tea, good for you and me. Kings and queens, check out Ebony Healing. Cancer, diabetes, STDs, and infertility. Endometriosis, vaginosis, weight loss, and fatigue. It's what we do, it's made for me and you. It's that rejuvenating feeling, gotta come and get your healing. Get your healing. Ebony Healing.
Domestic violence is a serious issue. It is a real epidemic, more than we could ever imagine that it is. We are on our way over to a local community barbershop, Apogee Barbershop, here in Lithonia, Georgia. And they are all amazing men of God that are going to take the pledge today. They're going to stand up and take the pledge to speak out, to speak up, to learn more about domestic violence prevention, to stand with the survivors, and to donate their time and their funds. And we're excited to be one in the number to be in that movement today. So we ask you, are you going to take the pledge? Are you going to take the pledge to speak up, to speak out, to donate your time and your funds, and to stand with survivors all around the world?
The men at Apogee Barbershop taking a stand against domestic violence.
I pledge to know more.
To know more.
I pledge to know more.
I am pledged to know more, learn the facts, understanding the warning signs or red flags for domestic violence. Sexual assault and abuse is a critical first step in addressing and preventing these crimes.
I pledge to stand with survivors.
I pledge to stand with survivors. I pledge to stand with survivors.
I pledge to stand with survivors.
I pledge to speak up.
I pledge to speak up.
Challenge yourselves and others not to use language or expressions that denigrate women and girls, like you throw like a girl, or tease men and boys for not being manly enough, like man up.
I pledge to donate. I pledge to donate.
I pledge to donate. I pledge to donate.
To donate my time or funds to help support local domestic violence shelters, rape crisis centers, and violence prevention programs.
The men at Apogee Barbershop, right here in Lithonia, Georgia, are taking a stand against domestic violence. They are making a commitment to support iEmpower Global to start a movement and take the pledge. Will you take that pledge? They are pledging to know more. They are pledging to stand with the survivors. They are pledging to speak up and speak out, and they are pledging to donate. They are taking the pledge today. Will you?
I took the pledge. Will you?
I took the pledge. Will you? I did.
I took the pledge. Will you? I did.
Will you?
I took the pledge. Will you?
I took the pledge. Will you?
Be the movement that you want to see.
We are back here with Kayla Selestan from Ebony Healing. You can reach her on ebonyhealing.com. And right before the break, we were talking about finding out from her exactly, give us kind of a day in the life of talking to one of your clients. If you could tell us a little bit more about one of your clients, kind of what their ailment was, not their name, of course, but what their ailment was, what that discussion was like, and then tell us what those results were like for them.
Well, I have quite a few actually. One of my most recent ones, I would say, is I actually helped someone with a brain tumor, brain cancer.
Wow.
And me and her are actually kind of close now. We talk every other day. She actually pushes my product more than anybody, I believe, now. But yeah, she was, definitely, she was on, chemo for about 3-4 years.
Wow.
And she was fed up, with, undergoing that much radiation, that much stress, that puts in your body with chemo. And, one day she said, she saw my ad on Instagram, and she just felt the energy that came from the ad, and she called me, and I promise you, we cried on the phone, because I get really personal with my customers, because I want them to know that Ebony Healing is not just a product, it's love, it's, God, coming in, using me especially to, to help me, make you feel different, to know more about who you are instead of what they tell you, about yourself. I honestly believe that she, I love her, I definitely love her, because the energy she gave me afterwards made me, it gave me the confirmation that I was doing what I'm supposed to be doing. That I was definitely being a vessel to not just her, but some of the other, people that I've helped. Because again, like I said, the way she, takes my business like it's hers, now she pushes it, she wants them to know, like, stop what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? This is not right, and I have something for you. And I promise you, once you talk to this lady, she's gonna make you feel like you're, a king or a queen, and like you deserve the best. She's gonna give you the time that you deserve, and that's what I do. I definitely give you the time. I promise you, I'm probably on the phone with each customer for about 20 minutes to an hour. Well, hers was 3 hours because we just had so much to talk about. Especially with, something so serious as a brain tumor,
So what were the results? What happened?
She provided results of the tumor shrinking. So just I'll say another month of her cleansing and her following my alkaline guide, I believe we can, get rid of it completely. They said definitely shrink from a golf ball to a size of a penny. So that tells you, I would say about a month of her, staying alkaline, keeping the body, as alkaline as possible, then we can, definitely get rid of it completely.
Wow. Glory to God. And thank you so much for allowing him to use you. And that's what Empowered Mission TV wants to do, really bring people like yourself, now publicized Sheroes, okay? That you're out and you're taking that extra step. You could have been like anyone else. I don't know how many times we've gone to the doctor, right? And we're there and they get our symptoms. Nothing against doctors, they're here for a reason. They serve their purpose, okay? What I'm saying is that, you have the doctor and you might spend, for whatever reason that day, 15 minutes giving your symptoms. They can't have you in there talking about things for 3 hours. They can't customize it like that. It's different now, right? But this young lady has said, okay, I take this gift and I want to move forward with it. Use me. And that using her means taking extra time and love, and you said passion and discipline with people that call you. I don't want to say patience, right? They're not patients. Ebonyers, okay? But you take that time with them. That's not something you have to do, but that's something that you desire to do.
It's my roots. It's our roots, and the more I can get my people, my African Americans, my kings and queens to understand that we have to go back to culture, to roots, to our real culture, that's when we can begin moving forward, healing, developing our own system, you know what I'm saying? But right now, my main focus is healing.
Healing. And that comes from healthy conscious living,
Yes,
right?
conscious
And so I know you're going to be doing something here at the Lithonia Art Center right here in Lithonia, Georgia.
Yes.
And it's going to be on your website, you told me, right?
Yes.
So make sure, yes. I hurt my hand clap. But yeah, that's a round of applause because again, it's right here in Lithonia, Georgia, Lithonia Art Center. More information is going to be on her website on ebonyhealing.com. There'll be different sessions that she's going to have to talk a little bit more time about healthy living, healthy eating. She mentioned alkaline diet and making sure our body is not in an acidic state, but more in an alkaline state. And before we close out, because I know we don't have a whole lot of time, tell the viewers, because a lot of people don't know what that means, to make sure that you're more in an alkaline state versus an acidic state. What happens when you're more acidic, when your body is more acidic,
Disease.
and what causes it? Disease, okay.
Ailments, random stiffness, headaches. Those are symptoms of your body telling you it needs a detox. And oftentimes doctors prescribe medicine or diagnose the symptoms instead of, targeting the source of why the symptoms are being caused. And 9 times out of 10 or 100% of the time, it's just mucus. And that's mucus thrives in an acidic environment.
Wow.
So as human beings, we have to view our bodies as a pH scale. Everything below 7 is acidic. Everything above 7 is alkaline. And the more that we provide our bodies with alkaline, high vibrational foods, disease can't thrive in that type of environment.
I don't know about y'all, but I don't want no disease thriving in this temple right here.
Exactly.
So this is real talk, right? We want longevity, right? We want longevity. And so I want to give you a call to action. No more, right? Knowledge, applied knowledge is wisdom, right? And you've taken the time to really learn about our culture, your culture, learn about health, learn about the alkaline, acidic, learn about all the different herbs customized in a particular tea for you. And you have an array of products that are going to be on your website. Call to action, applied knowledge equals wisdom. So let's say, go to her website, go to ebonyhealing.com, learn more so you can do more. If not for yourself, for your family, for your children, for your community, right?
Yes.
Right? This young lady will travel. I know she's been all over the place. And I know that you have many orders that you shipped here in the United States as well as abroad globally.
Yes.
The UK.
The UK.
Brazil.
Yes.
I know you told me about that.
Also Canada.
So she's available online.
Australia.
EbonyHealing.com. Applied knowledge equals wisdom. Make sure you go see her website. And we are about to close out right now. Like I said, 28.3 minutes is definitely not enough time to talk about this amazingly critical subject. She's got a gift for me. That's funny. I love it. Amazingly critical, and I got a gift too. Subject. Make sure you go to ebonyhealing.com. When you see this, you know you are on the right site, okay? Always available. Thank you for my gift. Okay? Always available. I've never had anybody give me a gift on the show, so this threw me off. What's in it? No. Someone from the audience just said, what's in it? No. I'm not sharing today, maybe tomorrow. I cannot wait to share with you all at the break what's in this bag. But if you want your own, go to ebonyhealing.com. I'm sure she is ready to talk to you all and ready to give you more knowledge that you can apply and be more wise about your health and about your family's health. Let's give her another big round of applause.